The roots of American football trace back to the mid-19th century. It emerged from rugby, brought to American colleges by students familiar with the English game. Early games were more akin to rugby scrums than the structured plays of modern football. However, a pivotal moment arrived with Walter Camp, a Yale player and coach. Camp is considered the father of American football. He introduced groundbreaking rule changes that shaped the game's future. One such change was the establishment of the line of scrimmage and the system of downs. This introduced a strategic element, moving away from rugby's continuous play. Another significant change was the introduction of the quarterback position. This change further distinguished American football from its rugby roots. These early innovations laid the groundwork for a distinctly American sport. The game was rough, often brutal, but its popularity grew steadily on college campuses across the nation. As the sport evolved, so too did its appeal, drawing larger crowds and capturing the attention of a wider audience. As football gained traction, colleges became the sport's primary incubators. Rivalries ignited between universities, transforming football into a source of intense school pride. The first college football game took place in 1869 between Rutgers and Princeton. This game marked the beginning of organized intercollegiate competition. The popularity of college football exploded in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Games attracted enormous crowds, and newspapers devoted increasing coverage to the sport. Legendary coaches like Amos Alonzo Stagg and Knute Rockne rose to prominence. They developed innovative strategies and tactics. Their names became synonymous with the growth and excitement of college football. The rise of college football was not without its challenges. Concerns over violence and player safety led to further rule changes. The NCAA was formed in 1906. It aimed to regulate the sport and address these concerns. Despite these challenges, college football continued its ascent. It became a cherished American tradition, deeply ingrained in the fabric of college life. While college football thrived, professional football was taking its first steps. Early attempts at professional leagues faced instability and financial struggles. However, in 1920, the American Professional Football Association was formed. This league would later become the National Football League, or NFL, in 1922. The early NFL faced numerous challenges. Teams were poorly organized and financially unstable. The quality of play was inconsistent. There were even teams that folded mid-season. Yet, the league persevered. It attracted talented players, some of whom had achieved stardom in college. One of the key figures in the NFL's early years was Jim Thorpe. Thorpe, a legendary athlete who excelled in multiple sports, was the league's first president. His presence brought legitimacy and attention to the fledgling organization. Despite its early struggles, the NFL laid the foundation for the dominant professional sports league it would become. One of the most significant developments in football history was the legalization of the forward pass. Before its introduction, passing the ball forward was illegal. This made the game a primarily running-based contest. The forward pass was legalized in 1906. The forward pass dramatically changed the dynamics of the game. It opened up the field, leading to more scoring and exciting plays. It also forced defenses to adapt, creating new defensive formations and strategies. The forward pass revolutionized offensive strategy. Quarterbacks like Sammy Baugh and Sid Luckman became stars. They showcased the passing game's potential. The forward pass ushered in a new era of offensive creativity. It solidified football's status as a dynamic and thrilling spectator sport. Section 5. The greatest game ever played, a turning point. The 1958 NFL championship game between the Baltimore Colts and the New York Giants is widely considered the greatest game ever played. This game, played in front of a packed Yankee Stadium, went into sudden death overtime. It was the first NFL championship game to do so. The Colts won the game 23-17 on a one-yard touchdown run by fullback Alan Ameche. But more than just a thrilling contest, the game had a profound impact on the popularity of professional football. The game was televised nationally on NBC. It captivated viewers with its drama and excitement. The greatest game ever played is credited with significantly increasing the NFL's national profile. It marked a turning point in the sport's history. Football was no longer just a regional pastime. It was well on its way to becoming a national obsession. The NFL's merger with the rival American Football League in 1970 created a truly national league. The merger led to the creation of the Super Bowl, a championship game between the champions of the NFC and AFC. The first Super Bowl, played in 1967, saw the Green Bay Packers defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. The game was a modest affair compared to the spectacle it would become. However, the Super Bowl quickly evolved into a cultural phenomenon. It became the most watched television event in the United States year after year. The Super Bowl became more than just a game. It evolved into a week-long spectacle. It features lavish halftime shows, celebrity appearances, and a media frenzy unmatched by any other sporting event. Throughout its history, football has undergone constant rule changes and innovations. These changes have aimed to improve player safety, enhance the flow of the game, and increase its excitement. One of the most significant rule changes involved the tackling rules. The NFL has implemented stricter rules regarding helmet-to-helmet contact and targeting defenseless players. These changes aim to reduce concussions and other serious injuries. Another major development has been the use of instant replay. Instant replay allows officials to review questionable calls on the field, ensuring greater accuracy in officiating. These rule changes and innovations have helped shape modern football. They continue to be a subject of debate and discussion as the league seeks to balance safety with the excitement and tradition of the game. Football has become deeply intertwined with American culture. It is a sport that evokes passion, loyalty, and a shared sense of community. From tailgate parties to fantasy leagues, football has become a central part of American life for millions. However, the sport's relationship with American culture is not without its complexities. Issues of race, class, and gender have often played out on and off the field. The NFL has faced criticism over its handling of domestic violence cases and its treatment of former players suffering from the long-term effects of concussions. Despite these challenges, football remains deeply ingrained in the fabric of American society. It is a sport that reflects the country's values, aspirations, and contradictions. As football looks to the future, it faces both challenges and opportunities. The sport must continue to address concerns about player safety, particularly concussions and their long-term effects. The NFL has taken steps to improve safety, but more needs to be done to protect players at all levels of the game. Another challenge is maintaining the sport's popularity amidst changing demographics and entertainment options. The NFL must find ways to engage younger audiences and adapt to the evolving media landscape. Despite these challenges, football remains a beloved sport with a bright future. Its combination of athleticism, strategy, and drama continues to captivate millions. The NFL is a global brand with a passionate fan base. By addressing its challenges and embracing innovation, football can continue to thrive for generations to come.